How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on my channel. Also, make sure to head over to Twitch and follow me there at Douglas447. I'm streaming there at least once a week. And we're going to be talking about Monsters at Work. This is a Disney Plus exclusive TV show. I'm going to adjust the camera real quick. I don't know why he's deciding to move. There we go. So this is going to be my first impressions review, kind of a season 1. So this is just my first impressions of the show based on me watching episode 1. So it was really cool to see the original voice actors return, especially John Goodman. Really enjoy everything that he is in and that he either is acting or he's just doing voice work for. Always really enjoy it. So for those of you guys who don't know what this show is, it is a direct sequel to the original Monsters, Inc. movie. We get some new monsters, like the major new character / monster, Tyler Tuskman, gets introduced. We get some really favorite returning monsters like Mike and Sully. And this show seems to be structured in a way where it's a continuation of the plots from the first movie. And it also, of course, has new plots because of new characters, and they're going on all new adventures. We get to explore like the bottom parts of the actual factory, so we get to see where the people fix things and repair broken stuff that's at the factory, that's at the actual Monsters Inc. facility, which is pretty cool. The show does keep the soul and the spirit of the original film. It keeps the greatness of what made the original such a classic to a lot of people and made such a fandom. It keeps that spirit alive, but it also expands it into some new and interesting ways without losing sight of what made the fans fall in love with the Monsters Inc. universe. If you're not a fan of the movie, you probably won't be a fan of this show. So just do keep that in mind. It was really cool also to see the change from the whole scare floor to the laughter floor, and the fact that Monsters Inc. is no longer trying to produce scare power, they're trying to create laughter power. So that was really cool. There's also a couple references to the prequel movie Monsters University that is in here, which I thought was really great. Overall, this is just a really well done show so far. Like I said, this is based on me just watching the first episode, and the show's just really funny. Very, very funny. A lot of good jokes. It's clean, fun humor for all ages. Your young 6-7-year-old can watch this show and enjoy it. It's safe and clean, and I think even people like me that are 27 are going to have a blast continuing watching it. And I think even older audiences can have a blast. Like I said, if you're a fan of the original Monsters Inc. movie, this show is going to be right up your tailpipe. However, there are a couple negatives I do need to address. First of all, this is a Disney Plus exclusive. I've always wanted to see more of the Monsters Inc. universe. We got that somewhat with the Monsters University prequel, but it wasn't a sequel at all. And I kind of wish that Disney would have greenlit a sequel to Monsters Inc., but instead they have greenlit a show and they've made it a Disney Plus exclusive, which is going to force people to either get Disney Plus so they can watch the show to see what happens after the original movie ends, or they're just not going to care and they're going to get really pissed off at Disney. So I could see this being a problem or a solution. It could be a problem because it's going to create a divide in the fandom, or it could be a solution as to the fact that, hey, you know what, if you really care about Monsters Inc. and the world that the first two movies set up, then who cares? Get Disney Plus and watch it. The episodes also only being 24 to 28 minutes long, and we're only getting one per week. It kind of makes it where, like I said, fans of the films, they're going to be really thirsty for a lot more content constantly, and they're going to be really disappointed at the fact that you cannot binge watch this entire show. You can't binge watch all the episodes all at once. I understand that the whole 1 week episode thing makes it where you have to be subscribed more to this subscription service so you can watch all the episodes. However, like I said, I feel like this show should have been a movie. I feel like how it's structured, it could have been made into a movie and it still would have been fine. And then lastly, there's this fish out of water plot in this first episode that makes literally no sense whatsoever. And it has to deal with this monster, the new major monster that we're following throughout the show, Tyler Tuskman. And he is a scarer, and he gets accepted to be an employee at Monsters Inc. to be a scarer. Well, when he gets there, he finds out that they're no longer hiring scarers, they're trying to find comedians, they're trying to find people to make laughter power, right? Well, here's my problem with this whole fish out of water thing. It's funny and cute and interesting, but then at a certain point you have to ask yourself, how in the world did this monster, this character, Tyler, how did he and a bunch of other monsters in this entire monster world not know that there's no more scaring and instead it's become comedy to power their world? Did they literally forget the major plot points of what happened in the first Monsters Inc. movie? Like, they forget a couple things and then they remember everything else. Like, they remember this person getting fired, the incident with Boo, but then there's some monsters that I guess, you know, they had their head buried in the sand and they don't remember anything that happened in the first movie. So it just seems odd that the show remembers certain key characters and key moments of the first film, and then it seems to have forgotten others. It seems to have forgotten major key things that happened, and you're like, how did this person not know that they're no longer hiring scarers before he gets there? Like, the whole Boo incident being in the monster world, it was literally televised, and you had, you know, news reporters, and incidents were going on, and the police get involved, and I'm like, how did this character, and obviously others, because it shows others, how did they not know that the scaring part of powering up the city had been transitioned into comedy? I don't understand that. The show hasn't explained it. It may or may not in future episodes, but like I said, this was based on my first impressions, and it really just drove me nuts that it was forgetting this one thing. So overall, guys, Monsters at Work is great if you're a fan of the Monsters Inc. movie or Monsters University. You'll have a blast. Like I said, it's clean, family friendly entertainment. I can't say get Disney Plus to watch this, even if you are a fan of Monsters Inc. But if you are and you already have Disney Plus subscription, I think this is a show definitely worth checking out. There's just some key plot elements that are clearly missing, and the writers of the script could have done better, and I hope it does improve as the show continues. So with that, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.